Motherfuckers don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Welcome everyone to another show. We hope you're all doing well.
Hold up. I'm going to take my lip pulse. Bro, did you comment on Illuminated Stones, the comments?
Yes.
Like you slipping or something, bro. Usually you always finish comments.
Yeah, yo, it was crazy, bro. I did them today. Because usually what happens, right, is when I post the video goes live on my emails, all of the messages people write go to my email. So I see it, boom, I hit answer, and brrr, I answer them. This time they didn't come through till today for both shows, the Collector's Chat and Immortalized. So I had to send tons of responses.
Oh, that sucks because you know you have to keep doing low. No. And you're like, damn, baby. Thank you, my love. That's Lou. Hey, Lou, man, is your camera pointing too high up or what?
It points at my head.
Points at his head. She says she knows that. That's all you can see. She says, why can't you see at least your shoulders?
Why do people want to see my shit? What if I'm nude?
He wants to know, what if he's nude? God damn it.
Quite all right.
Yeah, get your ass in there before I look at
All
that.
right, look, is that better? Ask her if that's good.
Yeah! Hey, babe, you can see his t-shirt. Hope you're happy.
Anything to please the ladies. What can I do? I don't know.
I used to say the same shit until fucking I found out that once you please them, they want to live with you. Watch, man. You young bucks don't know, boy. You know what I'm saying? They're all pretty looking and everything. You don't understand when that shit get in here. Yo, all kinds of crazy shit happens.
Well, you know what my friend said, and he had some good advice. He goes, when you meet a nice lady and you're thinking about, do you want to get married? He goes, look at her mother, because that's what she's going to look like later on.
I believe that wholly. That's fucked up. Fucked up. By the time you meet the mom, bro, you're already hooked. It's a wrap. Anyway,
especially if she threw you the snapper. Right?
Exactly. You know, guys, remember, bro, God bless the ladies, bro, for without them, we would not be here, bro. You know
That's right.
So you know what I say to you young bucks, right? Stay thirsty, my friends. So I wanted to tell you that as everybody knows, I did the review of the Mark III, the half scale, and for some reason I decided to do it on the table. So the statue looks like it's 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I remember you're like in the video, well, he comes up to my hip right about here.
So every time I look at it, I'm like, what's up? And and you can see that it's tall. Look, I have 2 half scale pieces. I bought the remote control cosmic cube from
yeah, that looked good in his hand.
Yeah, from Warren Resin. And if you want one for yours, Warren Resin got him. I think he has he's gonna make some more. He's gonna be making about 8 more. Shit, just contact him, bro. Let me tell you something. It looks good in his hands, guys.
What did they go for?
Well, we did a deal thing with me and him. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't know.
Everything was included, so I'm not sure how much it cost. Everything. Somebody already asked me, and I was like, bro, you got to contact Warren anyway and let him know,
Yeah, now I have 2 cosmic cubes already. I got a full and a half scale, but I just figured.
Well, I have a full scale over there, and
I remember you bought it after or around the same time I got mine.
Yeah. So now You know, I had that full scale cosmic cube on the base of my Doctor Doom. Now I don't know why I would do that, but you have to
Exactly.
remove it once you have one. Can you see it? No, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. I'm a professional, but not with the camera.
Yeah, you should have had the remote so you could turn it on.
The bad thing is that I got the bulb in there screwed, unscrewed.
Oh,
The battery, Warren says if you leave if you leave it screwed, the battery dies in about a week.
well, that
And I'm
sucks.
like, why would you want the battery to die in a week? I just, bro, it slides. You screw it like it's a screw thing, real nice and easy. Easy to put together. I mean, turn it back on if I wanted to, but hmm. So as I was telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the saga still continues when it comes to that modern Thor. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because as you know, like you see my videos, I got the statue, and my first impressions of it was like it's freaking off the chain, bro. What a great statue! But shit leaned over like the leaning, well, worse than the leaning tower pizza because this one actually hit the floor.
Yeah,
You gotta watch it.
exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you leave it like that, and then all of a sudden the fly comes, zip, and then all of a sudden, cash, breakage, and it was like, let's just say that right to that point, Sideshow's quality control issues kept going up and up and up, and it's just the weirdest shit. Then they get a couple of statues come through that are flawless, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Flawless. Ridiculous. What do I talk about? Well, let's see what I talk about. Which is the last one I got in here besides the iron, whatever you would call it. But the King and Gladiator Hulk, the paint app on those were ridiculously good. The
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Doom on Throne, ridiculously good.
What do you mean? Doctor Doom on Throne came out a long time ago.
Did I say Doctor Doom on Throne?
Yes, yes.
All right, hold on for a minute because I didn't mean to say this. Let's rewrite. I'm the Doctor Doom half scale. Dude, I'm tired, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just give you a warning before you proceed to listening to this damn show. I'm tired, so I'm prone to saying shit. And
Yeah, then we got, let's say, Lobo was amazing. Uh, Batgirl came out amazing. Jean Grey. And then all of those were flawless and they had a lot of really good quality control. And then the leaning issue.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, you know, as I told you before, we have all kinds of fans,
Yep.
and a lot of people that love the show and everything like that. A lot of people that don't like the drama, a lot of people that like the drama, I mean, it's a little bit of everything, But all I can tell you is this, guys, we're not actors, right? We're not acting here, boy. This is all live shit. Me and Lou are friends. We do hang out. We
There's
know each
no
other.
there's no editing on the show.
Yeah, this is from the hip. We don't sit around saying to each other, "I wonder what we're gonna do so we
Mhm.
can get more subs." We not that kind of channel. We
Mhm.
don't care about the subs when it comes to our channel. Here we like to talk about what we like to talk about, and we like to bring to light things that need to be brought to light, even if it's something we don't like or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Because we shouldn't be too biased about anything. Like there's certain things I don't like, and I'll still give a review on it if I can,
Mhm.
or at least my opinion, an honest
Exactly.
opinion. So that being said, could you imagine, Lou, if for say perchance You tell me if this would make sense between you and me, because I want to know what we're trying to do is hang out with you while we're on here. I want to get our videos that we've done before, and I want to go through them with a fine-tooth comb, and I want to see if I'm talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I talk in code.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? I talk in code, and I'm talking about all kinds of people, but at the same time, in reality, I don't give a fuck about anybody getting upset because we don't talk about nobody.
But
Look,
here's the thing, too. You got to remember it's got to be done in private where no one else could see except said people.
Look, I'm only hoping it's not true.
That it's not going to come to light and that and other people that are being talked about aren't going to hear about it.
Well, look. Right now, we found out some shit in this nonsense where I'm not 100% sure. That's why I'm not dropping names.
Exactly.
And bro, look. Here's the reality of the situation, and I want all the viewers that watch us. Do we have any viewers that are watching now?
Yes, 4.
All right. I want everybody to listen to me, man. Look, I don't like the drama, bro. You know, I really don't.
No.
But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna back down from it. You understand? All I need you to understand is I'm handling it differently, bro. I'm not gonna be attacking. I don't got time for that. You know what I like to do, bro? I like to sit down with my boy Lou, just talk about some shit, you know, some shit we collect, and that's it, bro. If people are upset and they have to revert to going over our videos with a fine-tooth comb to see if we're talking about them, then agreeing that we are. Damn, bro, how hard we hit those boys, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's
especially since the so-called people we forgot about already. We went past all of this. And
I would like to.
And understand that it's not just us. It's other people they don't like as well.
Not just us.
Other groups and people, and it's ridiculous.
They're spreading the hate on everybody, bro. But look, that's cool. But here's the bad part about this, bro. Look, I'm not holding any hard feelings to anybody. Even if you're holding hard feelings towards me, that's fine. You know what I mean? But the games that we're playing as adults, bro, you have to understand that there's going to be consequences to things you do. What you should do is just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Collect your statues. Be happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And do you. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about Lou. Don't worry about anybody in the group. I don't want to mention nobody's name, but anybody in the other chats.
Yeah.
You know, you guys know that you're not welcome there because of the shit you pulled. I don't know about everybody. I don't want to be too specific without blowing somebody up. Come on, you guys know what's up. Stop it, man. And if you really are that butthurt, you know what I'm saying? How about this, bro? Be men. Be fucking men, bro. Come on our show, bro. You know what I'm saying? Next Tuesday, if you want, come on. Let's talk about this shit. Let's see if we can square this shit away already, bro, because it's ridiculous to have collectors trying to fuck yeah, you know, just like on somebody or just constantly talking about somebody because your feelings were hurt. Grow the fuck up. If you got a problem, bro, come on, let's talk about it here, bro. Let's discuss it. You understand? Because you see, a lot of people throw that word victim around to me, you know, about me acting like a victim. Bro, you don't understand. The only reason I vent is because I'm not used to arguing on computers. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense for me to argue with the written word. You understand? You know, I'm basically a man of action, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go see you than type and leave incriminated evidence on any. That's just ridiculous. I don't want to fight on Facebook. I don't want to fight on YouTube. You see, the whole reason me and Lou is doing this so we can meet people and hang out with people. And sometimes the people we meet, we just don't get along with, and that's something we need to accept, you know. And as much as we want to add to it to make it more so, it doesn't make it more so. You know, if one person thinks that their friendship is all this and the other person don't, that doesn't make the other person fucked up because you don't feel that way. He just don't feel that way. What the fuck, Lou? You know, I got a woman already, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's right there, bro. She's the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yo, come on, bro. You know, stop already, bro. You know, we want to talk about statues, but we have to interrupt ourselves for nonsense, bro. And it's just ridiculous. So if you guys want to go through our videos and shit, go ahead. Last week's was fucking almost 4 hours. I hope you had a good time getting your brain busted watching that shit, motherfucker. You understand? So, you know, and check this out. If it continues, bro, somebody might get a surprise visit. How's that? Okay. So let's just be cool, bro. Let's be real cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to revert to, you know, ugliness, bro. Yo, dude, I'm 50 fucking 3 years old, guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with that. I do this for a living, bro. You know, I bounce motherfuckers for a living, man. You know what I mean? And I do it lovely, bro. My thing is, bro, why do I gotta do it when I want to come and relax, man, and chill? Exactly. I hate confrontations, bro, because I know what's gonna happen afterwards, bro. And I don't like that shit no more, bro. I left all that shit alone, bro. I got 3 fucking kids, bro. My son is probably as old as the people that talking shit about me, bro. My son is 6'2", bro. He's a big boy, man, and he don't know nothing about knuckleheads in this shit. Cause I don't get mad like some people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, your prospective partner's supposed to be pissed off hearing about my name all the time coming out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, motherfuckers, just chill. Hey, listen. Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries is the best, bro. You get that shit in you, bro, you ain't got time to be mad, bro. So fucking good, bro. Hey, the peanut butter crunch is also good.
That's the one I like the best.
I like all the Captain Crunches. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, did you try out just the blueberries? No, Captain Crunch berries.
I haven't had to buy themselves.
Oh man, they have them by themselves. Just the blueberries, just the crunch berries, bro. Delicious, bro. Oh my God, that's such poison, guys. But yo, what a way to go, huh? So anyway, look, guys, let me just finish what I was just saying. Look, forgive me, everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be the new Vic. I don't want to do no more confrontations. You know what? I just thought I'd mention this because you know the secret group shit. You know. Guys, man, come on, bro. I don't want no problems. I'm willing to, you know, make amends with you guys and just say fuck it. Let's shake hands over the line, and let's just chill, bro. Let's be good. Let's be cool, and agree to disagree, and let's keep it moving, bro. Why would who want to be consumed with that shit and being mad every day or mad? It's a lot of work, bro. You know, you got a life ahead of you, bro. Enjoy that shit, motherfucker. Run, Joe, run. You remember that TV show, Run, Joe, Run? The German Shepherd. Anyway, you know, and that's what I'm saying, yo. You know, I've met so many cool people on this, you know, and we've been told that we don't do shit for the community and that we're just in it for ourselves. You know, me and Lou's been doing this what 2 years already, a year and a half, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is.
At least,
right? Because Illuminated in Stone.
I don't know.
We started that after the collector. I can't hear you. What?
I said your keeps freezing up. So I don't know.
Hold on for a minute. Hey, yo, mama. What's wrong with the cable?
Just like that.
Okay.
Some bad connection. I don't know. But
baby, this shit is freezing up.
Maybe
he told me that it's your fault that this is being like this.
I tell you, you reboot the motor when you do this stuff.
You ain't tell me that. You ain't always tell me that. Anyway.
So now we found out what the problem is.
God bless you. I love you so much. You're such a sexy MNF boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, don't be alarmed. What? What?
No, it's fate. He's hitting me up about the show. He said you're the new Seth Rollins.
No, look, I'm just trying to be real with people, bro. You know, the bad thing about me is that I have a personality that can be a little strong. You know what I mean? And but it's harmless, man. You know, I'm basically a typical New Yorker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Born bred, the whole shit, bro. I hate trouble. I don't have no feuds in the streets, bro. It's no need for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think when people start to, you know, get all crazy with these statues, I don't know, things happen. I think the statues hypnotize us and make us act like fools or some shit. You know what I mean? So it's not bad at all, you know? It's just that, you know, we just need to chill with each other, bro. You know, everybody always talks about community and being good and cool with it. Bro, I want to call a truce, guys, man, please, you know? All right. The olive branch has been set. Now, wait a minute, Lou. Do you agree that we send out an olive branch?
It's fine with me, brother.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So if they reach out to you and they say, yeah, you know, whatever, you know, then, yeah, we want to have them on a Tuesday show, and we'll just sit down and we just talk to them about it, bro. And we can't settle anything, then at least we can ask some good questions, huh?
Mm. So now that we're done with that nonsense,
yeah, done.
We could. Speaking of Seth Rollins and WrestleMania, did you watch?
Lou, don't talk.
You know
about
what I mean? SummerSlam.
Don't even talk. I haven't seen it, bro. Why you bring this up? This is
how would you slack?
Don't you what?
You slack. You should have watched it.
Holy dude, I forgot all about it too, because usually Sundays when I go to work, it's dead, bro.
You watch it at night.
Yeah. And I put it up at 2:00 in the morning, and the thing's like, and nobody bothers me.
Yeah.
Bro, I forgot all about it, sitting on my big fat ass over there, like, but I did get into Ray. What the hell is the name of that fucking Netflix show?
Oh, Ray Donovan?
Ray Donovan.
Yes, I watch it.
Holy smokes. And I'm just doing the first season, and I'm more than sure it gets juicy, but
yeah, I'm already in the second or third season.
Lou, man, that is one hell of a show. Yeah, that's that kid that plays Sabretooth.
Sabretooth, yeah.
In the movies. What's his name, woman?
It's
Ricky Martin.
No, it ain't.
No, not Ricky Martin. Not Ricky Martin. He'd be more in the production of Cats than he would be Sabretooth. They're the same, almost the same animals, bro. That's why you get them confused. One, they're both cats. It's just one's bigger than Liv Schreiber. How's that?
That's it. Liv Schreiber.
Boom. Like Cesaro, you do it. Boop, 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 boop.
You wait though, bro. Wait until you get, I believe it's season that I'm on. Wait until you see how crazy shit gets.
Oh my God. So far, let me see. The last fight I seen was the Arrow one, where Steve Amell held his own, bro. Yo, he got kicked in the face, bro. I was like, damn, my man's he's paying his dues. I mean, it's only for a few minutes, but damn, bro, he's not in bad shape. He's in really good shape.
He was good in that match.
Wow, bro. So Yeah, impressive, but I don't suggest people doing that. I don't give a shit what kind of shape you are, bro. The training these wrestlers go through, so that way they can make it look fake.
Well, just watch
is
Tough
the-
Enough. You could kind of get an
Oh.
idea about it.
Yeah, and you guys got to remember one thing, bro. The only a lot of things that they do when they hit each other, it's not really they don't hit themselves hard, but there's certain moves that you can't help but hit them hard.
Well,
And
they
then-
know when, like, for instance, when you're coming in for a shoulder tackle or whatever it is,
They know to go
they're
back.
supposed to go back, so they're going with it. That's the ticket. But sometimes they screw up, and that's when they get hurt.
Then it ain't pancakes for nobody. I'm trying to tell you. You like pancakes, it doesn't matter what you like.
Because let me tell you, you take a power bomb the wrong way, you're gonna have some problem.
Dude, it's better when you lock yourself in the bathroom and you're smoking weed. Like what a power bomb is.
A power dump.
You just do the, you hit yourself a couple of blows in the bathroom because you don't want the air to circulate. You just want to keep it in a small room. So when you're like, whole room is cloudy, bro, you breathing that shit back in. You don't waste it, bro. Come on, man. I'm sorry, kids. Don't let your kids see that, bro. That was not called for, but I'm sorry. Hey. Another thing, don't do drugs, America and non-Americans. Don't do it unless you have a prescription. You know what I mean? Because you got to keep it legal. My dilemma, right? Because Wilson was getting in my eyes. Is like I had the Iron Man half scale and then the Dr. Doom. They don't fit on my shelves.
That's a given.
They don't, and I wouldn't put them on my shelves, because they're kind of heavy. The funny thing is if you look in the sideshow description of the Mark III half scale, right? They put the weight as 25 pounds, right? Now, a regular PF is usually around 20 pounds, some shit like that. Is it?
Well, a heavy one is.
But 25 pounds, they says, right? So I was like, damn, bro, this is not fucking 25 pounds. I used to work out like a motherfucker. This is a little heavier. So I got the weigh up the scale, put it down on the floor, 47.4 pounds, bro.
I was going to say, because Darth Malgus, I think, weighs more than 25 pounds.
47.4. Good deal, bro. Heavy as shit. I had to move it. I just got it out of Marley's room. When I put it in Marley's room, I like to put a blanket over it,
Or ropes.
Oh, I keep a blanket over it so nothing touches it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want her messing with it.
That's why you got to put the ropes up.
No, again, that's her studio. The only ropes are going to be put up is at her door. No, won't be able to be let in and shit. So, yeah, so I had to bring them over here today to. Let me explain. All right, now let's bring to light something that we've done. Look, guys, Lou and myself, we were discussing to each other how great a need we have for a Blade statue. Okay, so I put up an interest list on Polystone Addicts,
and I put one up on our show, Brotherhood of YouTube.
Now we hardly got any bites. You know what I'm saying? One or two, but here's the thing. We're not making the statues, okay? If y'all think that we're producing, no.
Yeah, right,
what we're gonna do is we want to submit an idea, and we want to come at a few companies with the interest list.
Yes.
You understand? Once they see that there's enough people that would buy it if it was made, remember, they'll probably make it. And we don't have to spend more than what a regular custom costs. You understand? So I think that's a great deal. The only problem that I would add is if the portrait doesn't come out 100% Wesley Snipes. Sorry, guys. I love Blade. If you tell me what's my most favorite character right now since I'm here, it's Blade. Nobody's better than that motherfucker. Now, don't be acting up with them, bro. We need a Wesley Snipes. Now, if you can't make a Wesley Snipes and you're just gonna try to just throw an African American head on there, you're gonna insult me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna insult me because Wesley Snipes, he ain't anybody. Okay? That's a hero extraordinaire that has not been given the recognition he deserves. I say we vote for him in the Oscars for some crappy movie he did other than Blade. No, only joking. I've seen all his movies, bro. He even does the Western that's on Netflix. That when he kills somebody, they die, but then they come back to life, and now he has to kill zombies. Bugged out movie, bro, but good. Anything with Wesley Snipes is good. Even the romantic bullshit, it's still a little funny. But anyway, so I think, Lou, we put it up on the wrong groups. We're gonna have to go for the horror groups, you know what I'm saying, and sci-fi groups and movie groups, and hopefully we get I want at least 150 people interested, bro. So that way, yeah, bro.
I'd be happy with 50.
50's nothing, bro. Because if we're gonna have 50 statues, the guy's gonna make 50 statues. When we got 50 people, you know that by the time it's ready to put your money down, 50 become 20.
Well, we want 50 statues, but we want more interested than that because, like Vic said, it's only an interest list. Let's face it, all of these that we put ourselves on in the
Lou, give me a second.
are just interest lists. So, when the piece actually comes out and people see what the final product is going to look like, then everybody then decides, yes, I want it, or no, I don't. So you obviously need more interested people than the actual amount of statues. So the ultimate goal, guys, is we want to do 50 Wesley Snipes as Blade and 25 25 Deacon Frost statues. So basically, I don't know whether you want to call that the exclusive or not. Not really, because you can buy both statues or just one, whatever. It's your call. But in the end, that's the goal. And what they'll be is they'll look great together, and then they'll have a switch out hands where you can make it where they're fighting each other. So that's the main goal, because I want them both, and I want to do a fight scene between them. So if anyone is interested, let us know. You could put your name down at the bottom and who you're interested in, or both. And also you could hit us up on Facebook and or in our group on Facebook, either one, the Brotherhood of YouTube Statue Reviewers. And we'll also be putting it in other groups. And if you know of people that might be interested in these statues, let us know, because I think it's going to be awesome. Like I said, you'll be able to get it individual or fighting. And the way we do that is with switch out hands. So that's how I say we're going to go with it. And just let us know. Well, obviously, you were on the phone. But
Lou, stop selling these guys dreams. We don't want 16 statues. We just want one. Blade.
No, you want one.
Oh, well, what is it that you're saying?
I was telling them about the two, and that what you can do is they'll have switch out arms. So if you only want the one statue,
I want it with the pole that he's doing this with the blade.
You could just have something like such. Now, if you want them both, we're going to set it to where they're fighting, so they'll be in stances ready to go at.
Who's the both?
I told you.
You haven't told me the other guy.
Yes, Blade and Deacon.
Deacon Frost?
Yes, who else? He's the best villain in Blade.
Dude, nobody likes Deacon Frost. Maybe that's why nobody put their name on the interest list, because you put Deacon Frost.
Well,
who the hell was Deacon Frost?
you get to choose which you want or both. So it's not like anyone's got a gun to your head that says you must buy both.
Hold on for a minute. Can you get that gun out my head? I'm not gonna. Just get it out. I'm gonna put my honest opinion, bro. Why you sit this guy over here with that gun on my head? First of all, Deacon Frost is not the best.
I'm gonna
character.
make him an offer you can't refuse.
You know what I'm saying? Here's the best one of them all. It's the one
Here we go.
from the part 2. The one that they did.
They already did the Reapers. They've done them already.
That's all you need, bro. Now you
I don't even like the Reapers because they don't look real. A vampire.
Vampires look real.
I like a nice vampire, man. I wouldn't mind being a vampire.
Yeah, but you didn't say that they're not real, Lou.
No, we know they're not real. The point is,
say it. You gotta say it. If you don't say it, then you could be a vampire.
The point may be. The point is that I want to see them. They look human with fangs. That's what it is. Not where their face opens. Those look more like that show on TV, The Strain, which I do watch and I enjoy. But they look like
a Deacon Frost, bro. Then you might as well do one of
Yes, Fate. I'm with you, brother. Fate.
Jet Li. Do the Jet Li one.
Who the fuck? There ain't no goddamn Jet Li.
I'm sorry. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Donnie Yen, I meant to say. Yo. Donnie Yen was good in the movie. I don't know how he died so quick.
All I know is, like Fade says, he says, tell Vic to stop being selfish. Blade needs his companion.
Hey, Fade, first of all, let me say this, okay? Just because you and Lou are the only two that want a Deacon Frost doesn't mean they all want it, bro. First of all, if you're going to do something like that, did a dog get bit by one of the vampires?
Oh, yeah, and the third one.
So they make the Pomeranian.
Dog.
Get the Pomeranian, and that's enough. So we do a life size, a one scale Pomeranian.
Who the fuck would want a zombie?
With a mandible. I'll tell you who would want it. Wilson Ball. He's the guy that was buying.
Well, because he likes horror pieces.
Did you see that doll that everybody seems to be afraid of?
Should be on this like a fly on shit because he likes his horror stuff.
Yeah, but you don't know. You know Wilson. He likes big shit. That's why he hangs out with those 6'5" guys. What are you joking, bro? But I'm just saying he likes the bigger statues, you know, and he got rid of all his quarter scale. So
I don't know. To me, quarter scale is the best scale. It's not too small and it's not too big.
Like the Nefertiti behind you?
Well, that's 1/3 scale.
That's dope. I love big statues, and so do you.
Well, I got quite a few coming, but the point is they're much harder to display.
Yeah, didn't I show you where the Mark III he's standing in the middle of the living room, and I don't even want him looking at me because I feel bad, so I make him look, over to his left shoulder.
Well, you could
down.
put him in the corner, like in a timeout.
I don't have any corners here. I don't have no corners, bro. I'm sorry. Everything's locked down. But here's the thing: I'm gonna be on vacation in a couple of weeks. So what I'm gonna do is I want to buy the frames, the wood to make the frames, and I want to do a whole frame around the whole house, and then just get the wood that I need, cut it over there, Home Depot, because they'll split it, and then I'll just lay it down.
I think you mean around the whole room, because if you did it around the whole house, Marley would shit.
You know what? If I did it around the whole house, you're right, bro. If I did it around the whole house, wouldn't that be known as a deck?
Yeah, she'd be like, what the fuck you doing?
Why are you closing the windows with wood? Because, you never know. The zombie apocalypse could be coming.
That's it. You got to be prepared.
Giggity goo. We're going to have fun, honey.
And just in case it's vampires, you got to get that UV light.
and they happen to have a UV light gun.
Now, do you watch The Walking Dead?
No, I don't.
All right, because I just saw the first episode of the new show, Fear the Walking Dead.
I don't care. You can talk all about it. Hey, Keith Brown is calling me. Hold on for a minute.
James Brown's brother?
Yo, what's up, Keith? Hold on for a minute, Lou.
All right. I'll tell him that when he comes back on. But yeah, that's very good. Oh man. But anyway. So yeah, I mean, guys, look, everyone has what they like, and that's the beauty of this hobby. So you buy what you like. But the point is, if you're interested, let us know, because we'd love to get enough people interested to be able to do it. Yes, Ace, that would be my choice if we did 3. I would like an Abigail Whistler as well. But first, let's get these made. If we can get these made, we can move on. Because I would love it if you could get all 3 of them and they could fit into one Besta, because that would be badass. You could display them like that. That would be the ultimate goal. So we shall see what happens. But like I said, first let's get this one made, and then we'll move on from there. But other than that, I don't know. It's just mainly waiting for stuff to come out. There's a bunch of stuff on order. Just waiting to see when they're going to release them. A lot of them are paid off up until the last payment, and now they're floating, waiting for Sideshow to say, okay, the piece is getting released. And then there's a bunch of other statues as well from other companies, so we'll see. And then I got some special stuff that, I'm not going to talk about yet. It'll be like surprise stuff, because they were just like things that came out of nowhere, and it was like, can't miss opportunities or whatever. And one of the pieces you'll see is one that I never thought I'd be able to acquire. However, it will lead to other purchases, because there's no way I would just want one. And you'll see what I mean. But as far as I'm concerned, I think things are going well. I, too, will be going on vacation again shortly. So I'll be doing some stuff. I have a few ideas, some changes I want to make. And I will also be going through my entire attic where I have a lot of other stuff stored, so that I used to collect, and those will be going up. So if anybody happens to be interested in any kind of World War II dioramas and World War II figures and buildings, I used to build World War II displays a long time ago, and I have a huge setup and amount of stuff from that, which will be going up for sale. So if you're interested, let me know. It's a lot of buildings from France that are blown apart. There's debris everywhere. And then I made all the little statues of the guys, the Germans and the other troops. And it's very big setup, and I'll be selling each piece. Or if somebody wants them all as a group, I also have a ton of tanks and planes and you name it, I got it. Jeeps, military vehicles that carry all the cargo, and the troops, tons of stuff. Just that was my hobby before I got into this. And now I kind of got back into the dioramas a bit with The Walking Dead, as I'm doing a lot of Walking Dead stuff right now that I'm working with to eventually build a big diorama, kind of like the World War II one. Except ultimately, I'm gonna, put the stuff aside, and then when I have the room, I will set up some kind of display that'll be within glass, so that you don't got to worry about dust and stuff falling over and all that crap. So that'll be later on. But those will be for sale. I'm going to have a lot of fantasy stuff. Like I have a lot of dragons and, Medusa's daughter and the Death Bringer or something. A lot of great, cool statues. The Death Dealer or Bringer, it's not the one you're thinking of. It's not a Frank Frazetta. It's just his own guy's interpretation. But that's bronze. Medusa's daughter is in pewter with some color on it. A lot of the dragons are metal with crystal. They're very cool looking. A lot of this stuff will be going up just because I just don't have the space for it anymore. And, my tastes have changed a bit. So there'll be a lot of that stuff for sale. A lot of anyone who's into the McFarlane military figures, I have a bunch of those. Some of them are the rare ones. They'll be going up. A lot of loose Spawn stuff. Trying to think. A small amount of video game stuff that's left. Most of that got sold already. So just a lot of stuff. I'll be going through it all, and because I want to thin shit out, because eventually I may move. I've been thinking about going maybe to Florida or something for a long time. Who knows? But regardless, whatever I do decide to do, I don't want all this stuff. I just have too much of it. Even comics, I might thin out my collection and just keep certain series because I just have so much stuff in general. So basically that's what I'm looking at. I got a lot of movies, Blu-rays, DVDs, a lot of stuff that I just don't need anymore, and I'm going to purge. And I'm going to put that money towards a few special products that I want to get in my collection. In general, there's one set of statues, and then one statue by itself. And those are two of the big ones I'm looking for. So if I could get some decent money from these sales, I'll have the money to buy those. So that's the main goal right now. So hopefully, everything will work out. I'll clear up some space, and that'll give me more room for statue boxes, because right now they're all over the place. And then we'll think from there. I also have a few Lord of the Rings pieces I might be putting up because I want to trade some of what I have to get an Aragorn to go.
I want Saruman
to go with my Boromir. I don't have Saruman. I do, but he's not for sale. I have.
What the fuck? You just say you were gonna say a Lord of the Rings shit.
Not all of them.
No, but they didn't specify.
I did specify. You were too busy on the phone to be paying attention to our video.
Wheeling and dealing, son.
So basically, I have a Morgul Lord, which, if you don't know who that is, he's the Witch King and the Witch King of Angmar. So I have the Sideshow Weta version of him, which it's huge. So it definitely fits with the other 1/5 and 1/4 scale pieces. I also may let go of my Orc. I have the Orc, Moria Orc premium format, and I might let go of the Ring Wraith Comiket. I guess you would call it a Comiket. It's a statue. But because I want to trade one or more of those for an Aragorn so I could put him with my Boromir, because those are the two I really want. And then
I don't know who the hell you talking about, bro. I'm not a Lord of the Ring person.
That's disgraceful, but that's another story.
Didn't I tell you the story about Lord of the
Yes,
Rings? I seen 3 of the movies
multiple
in the movie.
times.
Fell asleep, peeps. I paid for let me see, 4 people, and I fell asleep. And I paid for everybody that came.
That is straight up blasphemous.
But just in case, bro, I fell asleep through all the Harry Potter movies too. It just was a little long. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. And Lord of the Rings, bro, you know, the thing with the Lord of the Rings is, it's like when you hear the fairy tales unspewing, it's like,
I'm taking it you're not a fantasy guy.
I am a fantasy guy. I love Barbarella. Even though it's an old ass movie, you know, that's when Jane Fonda was in her prime, baby. Anyway, that's a good movie, Barbarella. It made no sense, but shit, what up? Hanoi Hilton. I just been watching Family Guy. Not Family Guy. Is Family Guy with the guy from the CIA? What's the name of that? American Dad. American Dad.
Oh, all right.
He had to go back in time because he wanted to kill Jane Fonda because Christmas was being ruined.
Oh my God.
So then when he's ready to kill her, Donald Sutherland is talking to her, and he's the one that's pulling politics in her head. So now he decides he has to kill Donald Sutherland and not this one. And man, it's a bugged out episode. And bottom line is now he has to shoot Ronald Reagan so that way Christmas is saved. You know,
oh my God,
dude! It's just a wild. It was so funny though. I mean, yo, genius. I'm just saying, it's just funny. Great show. The way they can go back, it just real good thoughts in that. I enjoy it immensely, even the crazy ones. You know what I mean? So listen, Lou. Here's a good thing that no one's thinking about. What's next from Sideshow? You see, I have a funny feeling that they're pushing that Voltron. You know what I mean? Because they fooled the shit out of me when I seen the little prototype thing they were making, the maquette. And I was thinking to myself, wow, that's out of nowhere. How, you know, a Voltron, bro? Now, if they wanted to get slick with it, right? They'd make lions, and then each person on top of the line, standing on the line like that would be hot, bro.
I would have been a little more interested in it if that was the case.
Yeah, that would have been real cool, bro. Then you get a statue with them all together as the robot, so that way you can have the you know what I'm saying? You could represent what it's supposed to be in one piece, what it isn't. You know what I'm saying? When it's pulled apart, that would be cool because those are lions, are they?
Yes.
Those lions are the shit, bro. Man, because I love me some Voltron. So they got a customer here for the statue that they just released. I'm more than sure Lou's gonna bite.
No, I'm not buying it.
What, Lou?
It's cool, but I don't got room for that shit. Remember, unlike you, I do both Marvel and DC, so I'm already spread thin.
Oh, no excuses. No excuses, Lou.
Oh, and Street Fighter, so that's 3 lines.
Hadouken!
That's the next one I'm waiting on.
You already bought it?
He's paid for already. He should be supposedly.
Oh, I think
he's coming in September, I think. Supposedly.
Isn't that when Gouken's supposed to be coming?
Gouken's payment is supposed to be in September, I believe. Or August.
Just because you make the last payment doesn't mean that you're going to set up.
It's like 2 months after the last payment.
How the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that, Lou? Lou, this is bullshit. Hey, knock it off over there before I call the police. Goddamn kids. Hey kid, what's today? And he's like, today's Christmas, sir. Hey, thanks a lot. And get off my lawn. Yo, oh my God, bro, that American Dad is funny.
Oh, so while you were off, so I don't forget, Fate said a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with Vic's Bruce Lee with footprints on his chest would be a nice companion piece.
It would. You think, bro? You guys don't know, man. You say shit like that, and I'm telling you right now, there'd be people. But I jump on that in a minute. Wait a minute. What up, dudes? That's Arif saying, "What's up?" If the Vader LSF comes out, are you guys gonna get it? Heard it's gonna be half scale. Was hoping 1/3. Nah, I'm not getting that, man. That's, bro. First of all, I don't even know what to do with Iron Man. Huh?
What piece?
The Vader. Darth Vader LSF. It's in the questions and answers. You looking up here?
No, I've been getting questions on my phone.
Well, you got to look up at the monitor. All right, well, that's Arif. You know that Arif's little bitty baby.
No questions, but anyway.
I'm looking right at it. But Arif's little baby is he watches my reviews, dude. He was watching the Wolverine versus Sabretooth.
Now you know that you put up Vader's up, guys, and Vader's been up for a long time.
Yeah, I know, but they're stragglers, you know. So look at this. This guy put up Batman Prime 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, anybody get this Batman from Prime 1 Studio?
Well, I got Batman in his costume, and I also have the Arkham Knight coming.
That Arkham Knight looks cool, and you can turn him into the Red Mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, bro. Dual purpose, you know, dual.
Now, when I saw this piece, the one you're talking about,
Yeah.
I got really excited because I thought for a minute it was a Solomon Grundy, and I'm like, oh.
Dude, man, Solomon Grundy, bro. It's almost like a Hulk, dude.
Right?
Yeah, bro. That's some crazy shit.
Have
you know, creative licensing, I guess. You know,
have them with those big round chains and the like he had in the game. The
bro,
boulders.
You see how the way they made him up in the game, bro? He was a beast.
He was freaky.
That
even the way they set it up, you know, when he's like Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, died on Tuesday. I was like, yo, that was crazy. And then he just starts swinging the boulder at you.
But you see, the problem with that is he's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Can't mess with Batman, bro. You know, Batman always figures out a way to take care of business no matter what it is. And that's why he's my most favorite character of all DC. Sorry. And if I was to buy a piece, I'm thinking about buying that Heath Ledger Joker. It really is in my mind, bro. I think about it a lot because when I look at the face, bro, it just brings me right to him, you know? I mean, you can just see they captured it perfectly. The pose, everything is the weird pose that they got. A lot of people don't like it and they're weirded out by it, but that, you know, he does that shit in the movie. He really gets into this character, bro. He gets and he doesn't portray the Joker as this funny, goofy, crazy guy. No, he's portraying him as this psychotic killer that he really is. There's no Joker like. Nobody, bro. In the cartoons, they make Joker seem like he's one of the most insane mass murderers you'll ever see in your life. The Joker's a mastermind in his insanity. You know what I mean? So you got to understand that this character, this villain of the Joker, is a lot more than just some dude in a clown makeup mask running around town and shit. No, he's a part of Batman. Batman's a part of him. They're both intertwined. No matter what happens, they'll always be intertwined. That is almost, I think, one of the best hero-villain scenarios I've ever seen, bro.
Yes. Now, one of our viewers had brought up that his take was, is it worth getting the new Sideshow Joker, which is from Arkham City, since they already announced now that Prime One will be doing a Joker to go with their line.
But their Joker's going to be 1/3 scale.
1/3, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. To me, if you're going for quarter scale, go with Sideshows. If you're going for 1/3 scale, then go with Prime Ones.
Prime One and Sideshow sculpts are pretty much on the money, even though, you know, bro, look, you guys got to understand it's my opinion, but I like the Sideshow one better only because of size. All right, it'll fit easier where I want to put it, and it's a great movie statue. I don't know if I'll buy the Batman one only because, you know, it's Batman and, you know, he has the mask on, but the for me, the Keith Ledger one, bro, that shit is like fucking spot on artistry, bro, and hopefully, you know, they will not fudge it up with the quality control, because that would be a shame if they was to mess that statue up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because if they mess up the Heath Ledger statue, I'm getting a round trip ticket to California, and when I go to see the people at Sideshow, they got to remember, I'm going to be triple and quadruple dipping, and I'm going to take that Heath Ledger statue and shine it up nice and shiny. And I'm going to make sure that they each understand what they did to the collectors when they fucked up that Heath Ledger statue.
Especially after
America.
What they did with the last icon who died statue.
Which icon that died statue?
Christopher Reeve.
You know, let me tell you something, bro. You know, shame on you, Sideshow, for not making that better or making it right. A lot of people really expect, you know, really wanting the statue, and to show you how committed they were. A lot of people bought it and kept the statue.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people sent it back. But, you know, I guess it's a matter of taste. I mean, yeah. 40 inch, bro. 40 inches, he says the statue's going to be. That still makes it a 1/3 scale. Right?
Depends on how tall the character is in real life.
Well, 48 inches is 4 feet.
Yep.
So, more or less. Dude, I can't get off looking at those half scales.
If 48 inches is 4 feet, then if for it to be half scale, he'd have to be 8 foot.
8 foot.
So,
exactly. Like I was saying. Get on it, man, because it's going to be some shit, bro. Now, like I was telling Lou, I'm going to buy some lumber. I'm going to be redoing this room, okay? I'm going to do it the way I really want. I thought about it, long, drawn-out process. I'm going to repaint. I'm redoing the whole room, okay? It's going to take a while. So what I'm thinking about doing is bringing some boxes down, start boxing, you know, the small statues, put them, you know, when I say small quarter scale, just put them throughout the house somewhere, and then just start doing half the room. Like I did the other room video. I did one side of the room first, but this time I want to do that side first. And just, it'll be done. It'll be done. Because I am so motivated now, bro. I really want to jump into it now. But, you know, all I have is today and tomorrow off. Then I go back to work. And then I'm off Sunday for a week, henceforth, forthwith.
I say I come there, bring a sledgehammer, we knock some walls out.
We ain't knocking the walls down, bro. My man. We're gonna knock a wall down, bro. You know what I would like to do? I would like to knock this wall down so I can get that little room next to my room, make my room really big. But that's the storage room. You've been there, you've seen this.
I know, I've seen it. And
it would be perfect, bro, if I could get that wall down. How humongous would my room be?
Mhm.
So now me and Molly decided that we're gonna get 2 movie theater chairs, right,
Yeah, for the living room.
for the living room, and then a love seat. A love seat. I told her, fuck the love seat, man. Get another recliner just in case. But then you know what? We have somebody and they bring a significant other, then they need somebody to sit, right?
That's right.
Because me and Molly just thinking about hooking this up for 2.
Or you can
You know?
even get one of those, you know, the ones that turn into a bed.
Yeah, we was at Jennifer Convertibles, and they have the oversized chairs that you can pull into a bed that's a twin size. It's really nice shit, bro. But when you put a sofa bed in your house, that means you want guests, right? You don't mind having guests, or I mind having
Well,
guests.
it's good for in case you have guests.
Somebody asked a question, right? They go, "What's the first piece that really impresses people when they come into your room?" And I wanted to answer so bad. It's just that not many people come into my room. You came into my room, and John Sanchez came in my room. There's only 2 people that basically see my collection. I think Keith Brown seen my shit too. Keith Brown been up here. You know what I'm saying? Because he bought the Red Hulk from me, Keith Brown, and some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I was just talking to now on the phone. You know what I'm saying? He let me know about something that I'm really anxious to get, but it's gonna be the shit, bro. You see. You'll see. I hope it comes. Hope it comes.
Well, I'm excited because I've got my notice that my Comic-Con badges are in the mail. So that's gonna be cool.
I'm gonna miss you, Lou. I miss you big time, bro. Only because I'm not going to Comic-Con.
That's a travesty.
What's the travesty, bruh? I'm just gonna hold you back, man. Go on without me, Lou. Go on without
Run
me.
towards the light.
Let me ask you a question though. Is Stan Lee gonna be there or not?
I haven't heard shit about Stanley yet.
Bro. Why ain't we hearing shit about Stan Lee? That motherfucker's over there in the chat in the Comic-Con across the world.
I don't know. We'll see.
He owes us, bro.
Right from last year.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck, bro? The only reason I bought a 4-day stupid pass is because he was supposed to be there 3 days out of the 4. Then I get in, and all of a sudden he cancels, and now I'm going to a stupid Comic-Con I don't even want to go to, and my freaking feet were killing me, bro. You don't even know. And then bro, did you know there's nerds in that place?
Oh, you think?
I didn't know that, bro. You said black tie and tails, so I went with a tuxedo. Right. I didn't know you was, bro. Lou, you set me up, Lou.
You know, this year, speaking
I'm
of
the biggest nerd you'll ever see, guys.
Speaking of that, I may be going as Agent 47 this year.
You know, Lou. You and Tess should go as Agent 46 and 47.
I don't know who the hell she's going as right now, but
John Oldfan, isn't he the first one? The first Timothy Oldfan. He's the one that did 42 or 47. The first one, Hitman. He was good, man. I was watching a little bit today.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm good. I'm stoked to see this one. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll be checking it out. But I figure it's a pretty easy costume. So, plus, I have all of the stuff. So
now that's going to be a great movie. But who's excited to see the Transformer movie, the new one that's going to be coming out on the 4th of September? Yo, this new cat. Yo, he can fight, bro. You know what I mean? And the stunts they're doing in this new movie is the Transporter.
Oh, I was saying I didn't hear no Transformers movie.
Did I say Transformers?
Yeah,
dude, I'm fucking up today, bro.
That's why I'm like, what? I didn't hear.
I've been messing up words all night, bro. Haven't I, Lou? What the fuck, bro? Yo, listen, I ain't get no sleep, guys. I work an overnight shift.
Be prepared for the shout out party might screw up.
Oh, my brain is hurting already thinking about it. Listen, look, let me just say something about myself, right? Look, I work 5 days a week. I work an overnight shift. I work from 11:30 at night, 7:30 in the morning religiously. I don't really miss too many days off and shit. I'm there all the time. And it's just a little draining, you know what I mean? Because, at this time I'm supposed to be at work, but all I got was 3 hours of sleep today because I couldn't sleep for some freaking reason, So when I get 3 hours of sleep, my brain gets all messed up. Like if you ever notice any of the videos I've done that they're the Kotobukiya videos, you hear me saying Kotobukuya? I don't say it right. That's because I'm tired, bro, and I don't hear myself saying these things. And people are like, yo, you're saying it wrong, but if you look at the way I put it down, I wrote it right. I wrote it right, bro. It's just that my brain can't wrap around shit sometimes when I'm dead tired. So, please forgive me, everybody. You know what I'm saying, bro? I mean, listen, to make it up to everybody, I tell you what, let's all go meet in Lou's house, bro. We'll have a big brunch in the back and take a dip in the food.
As long as you bring a statue with you.
Well, yo, Jello shots, Lou. That's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna go over to your place. Me, you, Brandon, and Wilson. We go do drinking one night, bro. We just power drink. Fuck everything, bro. I want to throw up. That's how much I want to drink. I want to throw up. And then we just sleep in the backyard of your house.
we should do that at your house after Comic-Con.
You don't want to sleep in the back of my house. I got mosquitoes that got knives.
You don't think we have mosquitoes? I have the woods behind me.
Bro, Tiger Woods is the shit.
You gotta friggin' stay in my gazebo with the screen.
Yeah, but I don't want Wilson with me there, bro. He's creepy.
He might get handsy.
I don't want no trouble, bro. I don't want no trouble. I don't need the police in your place. He touched me, violated me, I tell you, officer. So I have gotten these back from the tailor. I had these custom made for me.
Yeah, those are the foam strips for Thor.
It was. The foam strips for Thor. Now I'm getting it fixed. People were like telling me how easy fix it was to fix the Thor, right? Guys, here it is. If you're paying that kind of money for a statue, even if you're not, if you're paying $50 for a statue, it's the fact that you want a good statue. Look, I'm not a nitpicker about statues. Don't get me wrong. There could be a little thing here and there. It ain't going to throw me off. But if the shit's going to fall over, bro, why should I fix it? I paid almost $500 for that shit. That's right. And by the way, I got my 2,000 points already.
Very nice.
Hey, Lou, pull my finger.
Here.
Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Those are sound effects, everybody. That has nothing to do with my buttocks.
All the statues just tip over.
They just been, the fuck, it's so hot. It's so hot. Curse you, Victor. Anyway, yeah. All right, look. I'm done, bro. I'm fucking done. Look, I'm done. I'm so fucking I'm blanking out now. My brain hurts. Hold on. Let me get on my YouTube page. Here we go. Dang.
All right. Well, for the shout outs, I'm going to start with a man who watches our show religiously, loves it. He thinks it's the best. I'm reading his message to me. He says he's never missed an episode, and that is Red Canada, spelled with a K.
It's Red. Oh, yeah. That's my man.
Very awesome, dude. Check him out. awesome, great collection, nice channel. Give him some support, guys.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to Wayne's Butler. Good guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always comments on videos, and he has a bunch of videos up on his page on YouTube. And check him out.
Very cool. Let's see. Who do I want to shout out next?
Who do you want to shout out?
Well, there's so many freaking people on here, but then I gotta remember who I have or have not.
Let's shout out.
You know what? My man, I just watched a few of his reviews lately. Really cool dude. He used to be on the show a lot, but he usually comes in during the end. And that's my Whispering Wind 7.
Who, Jimmy?
Jimmy,
let me tell you something, Jimmy. You need to come on our show already, bro. You've been on a few times, and this excuse about you don't know how to use your computers is tiring already, bro. We know you do. You know what I'm saying? Because you do all those good videos, bro. Yo, Jimmy has a ginormous collection, bro. I think he has an apartment above his apartment where he keeps just his collection. I'm not sure, though. That could be a myth. I'm not sure. But hey, one never knows. Okay, let's do this. I want to shout out, because they changed their name. His name is Mutant 0079. All right, that was J Pirate. Remember him?
Yes.
All right, so this is Mutant 0079 from Russia. My Russian brother over there chilling out, bro. Just having a good time, hopefully, bro. So thanks a lot, my man, for the comments.
Very cool. And my last one is a special comment, and that's to my man Davey C and his daughter Alyssa, who does a lot of statue reviews herself on his channel and is starting to be quite a little collector herself. So check them out. You'll like the content. And it's always nice to see a young collector in the making.
Davey C has the Hulk picture, right?
Yes.
Yo, man, very good guy, man. You know what I mean? I got to start guys, I'm sorry if I haven't been, commenting on your videos and stuff like that, bro. I be so tired sometimes. I don't even come on the computer. I be starting off the game, right? Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and then I'll pause it and I'll go later.
Well, that's what happens, bro. People are like, yo, how come you haven't gotten that far in Batman or whatever? I'm like, because I'm playing the game and I'm half asleep and I'll fall asleep playing the fucking game.
Yeah, bro.
I'll be in my
chair. I don't care. Bro, I didn't even finish the Batman game. I started that one. I love it a lot, but then I get into the Assassin's Creed. Then I'm doing The Last of Us. And what's the other one I have here that I was doing too? Oh, I'm doing Far Cry 4. And I'm playing all of these games, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pause on a certain intervals, and then it becomes a thing where you forget how to use the control because
Yes, I hate that,
dude. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell is? And it takes you a minute, and you probably get killed because you're trying to.
You were like, damn, I was so good at this game, and now I can't do shit.
Now I'm back to day one and shit. Fun of playing all those games at the same time. And when I would play Grand Theft Auto, I don't play nothing else until I finish the game, only because I got to stay good with the controls. You have to be on point with the controls with Grand Theft Auto. If not, you're done. So that's the hardest part of the game, is getting used to the controls and being able to move at the exact time you're supposed to be moving, especially when you're racing through the city and you got to be making those turns, but you really can't hit the brake.
No.
Oh, good times. Those are the best games, bro. I love the Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and whatever other shooting game you want to put up there. I love them all. Love them.
All right, so who's your last
Oh,
shout?
my last shout out. Do I have a last? I thought you did two.
No, I did 3.
Yeah, who's the 3 you did?
I did Red
Whispering
Canada,
Wind. Oh, that's right. That's right. There is 3. I'm sorry,
Whispering
guys.
Wind, and
It's
Davey
not.
T.
It's not Lou. It's me.
See what lack of sleep does to you when you get older in life?
Listen, I'm going home. Bro. I'm going back to sleep. Yeah. I can't take it no more. Dude, look, I'm going to give a shout out, all right, to Wilson Romero. Bro, that's my man there, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've done a lot of crazy deals, and I've gotten a lot of my crazy pieces from him, bro. I've gotten the Dr. Doom from him, this freaking Iron Man, the big chat I got from him.
Plus,
You know,
we drank tequila with him.
and we drank tequila with him. So, yes, it's good times. Plus, Lou, I don't like to do this often, but I feel I should. The Bronze Fly and Northern Monkey, you know what I'm saying? They've been commenting on the channel. Thank you so much, guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the subs and all the comments.
Everybody that
bro. You know, we don't want to turn this into a thing where people start to say we think we're better, because you know how people get, bro. You know, and if anybody knows us or has ever seen the show, we invite everybody to the show, bro. We want everybody to come on and talk with us. And talk to everybody and introduce themselves to the community, because this kind of puts a face on the community. You know?
Not to mention when we kind of got fed up for a little while and we were like, oh, we're thinking of stopping it. Everyone was like, no, you can't. We love the show. So, you know, we do it for you guys, not even for ourselves.
Well, listen, I do it for me, but I do it because I like to do it, and that gives me the motivation because you guys like it. I'm saying, because if we had to battle people every week, bro, I wouldn't be doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we get mad love from everybody. We feel the love. We give the love back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that you can't, contact us.
And guys, also, you can be on. If you want to be on, just hit us up. Say, I would like to be a guest, and we'll make it happen.
Dude, please, we want you to come on, bro. You know,
especially guys, especially on this show, if you have something you do, like we had Warren Resin on here. He does work. We'd like to get guys on that do stuff either in the statue community, the art community.
And Warren's a superstar, bro. He's a superstar in this community, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you collect statues and you're riding around this, you know who Warren Resin is, bro.
So we want you guys on here. So we can
sculptors, painters,
yeah,
anybody, designers that do these things, bro. You'll come on the show. We, as a matter of fact, we'd rather have you on a Tuesday show. If you do sculpting, and it'll be easier for us to talk, and then we can basically highlight you, so that way we know how things are done, what you do, and all this stuff.
I think we should do a special one. I'll talk with him with Arif, because then he could talk about his special painting skill. He does these drawings a certain way, and he could tell everybody about that stuff too. That would be cool as well.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
So, yes, feel free. Let us know. We'd love to have you on.
Yo, this girl bought these hand sanitizers, but they're gag ones, So one of them says, just in case you shart yourself. It's a hand sanitizer shit for if you shart, you shart in your pants, you get to clean your hands. You think it's a fart, and it's really not.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard, man. It's messed up, bro. Those are confusing days.
That's and just as you say that, she's got some dude on the background screaming. It was perfect timing. So, guys, we hope you enjoyed. We had a great time like we always do. And we hope to see you tomorrow. It will be at 8 o'clock, I believe.
Yep. Guys, it was a pleasure. Lou, you the man, bro.
That's your brother. All right, guys, hit us up, leave your comments, and we'll see you tomorrow if you watch the collector's chat. So have a great night. Peace.
Exactly. Peace. Lou, later.